Hey guys, this is Miss M, and I'm going to do chapter 6 from the Adobe Photoshop book, and it goes over a few things that using the selected mask to mask a subject. This tool is pretty nifty with letting you view different various ways on how to mask, and then refining the edge. We're also going to use the puppet warp to manipulate an image using a 3D mesh. You're going to learn how to make a star shape using the polygon shape tool, and we're going to make a pattern from that, from the star pattern that we're going to make. So let's get started. So opening up the start file, go ahead and open that up in Photoshop, and we're going to go to Save As and rename it 06 Working, and then hit Return, hit OK. And now we're going to go, and I want you to hit the second tool down just so we can see it up in our options bar, but hit the second tool down, the rectangle marquee tool, and when you hit that, you should be able to see this select and mask. Make sure you're selected on this layer, the top layer, the model, and go ahead and click that, and we are going to go ahead and click this select subject, and that's going to select most of our subject. And if you haven't done it already, up here at the top there's this little view, and yours probably opening up looks like that. Move it to overlay. You can also change it to like a black and white to see that what the mask part of the layer is going to look like. Yeah, there's various ways that you can do this. You can see the marching ants, but we're going to stick on overlay for right now. Over here in the global refinements, we're going to change it to a 5 on the smooth. We're going to change it to 20% contrast and a negative 15% shift edge. So a negative 15%. On the output settings, click this little downward arrow. Check this box that's the decontaminated colors, and change the percentage to 25%. So now we're going to go and refine these edges around the hair. So over here is the quick selection tool selected. We're going to hit the one right below it, and this is the refine brush tool. We're going to hit Command plus to zoom in. Hold the space bar if you have to reposition your view, and it brings up that hand. And we're just going to get in this little area right here, taking out that tan white background. And if you just go over it, it should, using some smart this content aware tools, it will refine those little areas for you. Once you get it the way you like it, hit OK. And then you should see your mask. So hit Command 0 to get it back to the screen size. Now we're going to go into using the puppet warp. So make sure this is clicked on your top layer, and click over here on your model thumbnail photo. And we're going to go to edit, puppet warp, and it should make a 3D mesh. And we're going to start with just clicking down here to make our first point. And I'm going to just kind of work my way up, not too close together. Between one side, have it between like 4 to 5 points, and stop like right on the middle of that neck. And we're going to make a few more points going along here. And if you need to adjust your points, if you're finding when we start pivoting, you can do that. You just click the minus or positive, and you'll see a little scissors pop up. Okay, so the point that you want to pivot, which I think I'm going to do this one, click on it and get the center blue. Then hold the Option key and turn the head. And in the book they give you a certain percentage, but this is all going to vary depending on where you plot those points. So just get her to where she is looking more up and less down, where it matches that end picture. And once you get it the way you like it, hit the check mark up at the top, and there you go. Now we are going to go and make our star using our pattern fill. So go to File, Open, and we're going to go to that 06 pattern Photoshop file. So I already had it open. I'm just going to go back here. So a preview of what we are about to go over. So hit Command 0 to get it to the size of the screen. We're going to go to the polygon tool. So you can hit U to have it jump to that tool set. And if the polygon is not up, right click it, and it's the fourth one down. Before you make the polygon, make sure the fill is there is no fill, so you hit this little white with a red slash to it on the fill. The stroke, you're gonna click over here to get the color picker up, and we're gonna use the RGB code R23, G49, and B153, and it should get us this dark blue color. Hit OK. We're going to make sure the pixel size of that stroke is 20 up here. We are also going to make sure there's 8 sides. And let's go ahead and hold the Shift key, click, and drag out. And the book says to try to get it to around 340 pixel. So holding the Shift key, it should be sizing it up where the width and height are the same. Make sure you do that. So it should be 340 pixels high and 340 pixels wide. Alright, so over in our properties panel, and if you don't have properties open, you can go to Window and scroll down to Properties. So over in the Properties panel, you scroll down to where you see this pentagon icon with 100% percentage. We're going to change that to 70%. Hit Return, and that is going to make us a star. So now we are going to go to the layers and make our smaller star that's going to go in the center. So hold the Option key and drag that layer up, and it's going to make a copied layer of that star. And we are going to hold the shift key, make sure the top star is selected, hold the shift key to size down, and actually, you know what, release the shift key. Just make sure it sizes down, the height and width are the same. It depends on if you have this little link checked, whether or not you should hold the shift key or not. So center it, we're gonna turn it, and you may want to size it down more. And we're gonna make a few more changes to this smaller star. We're gonna change the stroke size, so you can do that over here in the properties. In the properties panel, we're going to change it to instead of 20, we're going to change it to 15 pixels. Hit return. We're going to change the number of sides. So where it says 8, we're going to change it to 15. And after doing that, you may want to rotate it again. So I rotated to get this point lined up with this point. And once you get it the way you want it, make sure it's centered. Click on it and drag down a little bit to center it. And hit the check mark. So now we're going to go back to the polygon tool, the big one. So that middle layer. And when you click on that, you'll see this little circle up in the corner here on the canvas, and in the corner of that star. Click on it and drag inward to about 15 pixels. And you can see that's a quick, easy trick to round those corners all evenly. Now we're going to see how this comes out to looking for a pattern. So hit Command minus to zoom out. Go to View. And go to Pattern Preview. Hit OK. And as you can see, it's giving you a little quick, easy preview to see what a pattern would look like just using this as its original block. So depending on how you like it, you can position this star or both stars where you want within that box. And then if you get it to the way you like it, go to Edit, Define Pattern, and I'm just going to leave it the name 06 Pattern. Hit OK. Now we're going to go back to this tab, the 06 Working tab. We're going to go click on our bottom background, the last background layer, and we're going to hit the little FX at the bottom of this layers panel, and which is our styles. We're going to put a pattern overlay, and for you it probably popped up. Try to get it. Probably popped up something like this, or if you used a pattern already, it'll pop up that last pattern used. Once you save a pattern, it's gonna show up down here as a little preview icon. Click on it, and it should show up. Also, yours is probably set at 100 like this. So where you see the scale change it to 35%. 35%. Hit OK. Hit Command S to save. And there you go. There you have it. Submit this to Schoology on week 5.